troopers must desperately chase down a dangerous monkey. Then, troopers make a surprise visit to a wanted felon. This is Alaska State Troopers.
Alright, so we're responding, we've got a monkey, believe it or not, on the loose, but apparently he's diseased, and to prevent that disease from spreading, we're going to respond. We're going to assist him through the air, with use of the helicopter, because they've got sufficient help on the ground. We're going to run a thermal scan, see if we can pick him up on a thermal scan with one of our helicopters. I'm going to see if I can get more information on what disease that is, and then I'm going to probably advise them to use lethal force rather than tranquilizing the animal, unless we have information from whoever the handler was, unless it's needed or it's escaped from one of the nearby labs. We're going to head to Sandy Shores Airport now. Alright, we can actually take one of two, but given the wind and the visibility, we'll probably take the Maverick here. Sandy Shores Tower, this is AST 518 departing helipad 2. Alright, so this particular helicopter is equipped with thermal and night vision camera. This is a state-of-the-art camera that we purchased just a couple of years ago. We're going to be looking for a diseased monkey. We're going to switch frequency for a couple minutes to see if we can locate the monkey and get some more information. Turn off the engines. Is that a person? Who is that?
Yeah, there's a person all the way up at the top who died from the bite.
How did we get the monkey? Lethal?
Yeah.
Okay, who fired the weapon?
Guy who died.
Wait, is it a trooper or is it a guy?
No, it's a security guard from the labs who was carrying this monkey.
Oh, it's a humane labs monkey.
Yes, it's a humane labs monkey. So the lab is not going to be too pleased.
Yeah, they've told me specifically if we ever come across their animals to leave them alone.
All right, yeah, I was just trying to perform a routine check on a commercial vehicle and stop this one, and that's when the monkey got loose.
Yeah, I'm gonna have. Did it come loose from a or from a van, or how did it get loose?
It was a truck that it got loose from up on all the way up on Mount Han Road.
All right, I think because they've got federal contracts and not untouchable, but I'm gonna see. I've got a contact. I'm gonna see what I can do to make sure that they're properly transporting these animals, especially area of a freaking disease like Ebola. But I'm gonna have my guys increase their patrols in the mountains around Ebola, or in the mountains around humane labs. All right.
Alright, hey, I gotta go. We're getting the 911 call from that area where we were just at, so I better,
Yeah, I'm gonna actually
better head out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the chopper over to Humane Labs, but looks like it's over in CDC's hands now.
Yeah, hey, be advised, we got one more animal that's on the loose, so do we just want to jump in the chopper and get over there, or?
Yeah, 10-4. We're gonna go take a look. We're gonna keep her kind of low.
I'm gonna go ahead and activate the thermal cam. Six Bravo 02 for Delta 1 direct.
6 Bravo 2.
6 Bravo 2, can I get you at 19 up to Mount Hahn Road?
10-4.
We're gonna need you to start securing an area.
10-4.
Alright, approaching Mount Han. Let's check the sides.
Alright, be advised, I've got individuals running down below us right now. Here's
10-4.
animals chasing a human.
Oh, yeah, 10-4.
Shots. Those are heavy shots.
Is it safe for us to drop down and you can continue?
Yeah, it looks like animal is down at this time.
Alright, we're bringing her down.
Sounds good.
Do we have any stadies presented?
We've got 119 right now, but he's gonna be delayed because he's coming in from the
Yeah,
the
10-4. Alright, Whiskey 9 back up. Alright, 4 Delta 1.
How many more are there?
Delta 1, he's actually the sergeant for Bureau of Investigations. We're going to let him handle this scene like he handled the other, calling CDC and all that, so we're going to clear.
Over the past 2 weeks, Bureau of Investigations has been investigating Mr. Greg Tavares. He's suspected methamphetamine and marijuana dealer. We first came on to Mr. Tavares after a domestic gone wrong, which led to the discovery of massive meth lab up in Grapeseed. Further investigations through controlled buys and just other traffic stops throughout the greater Sandy Shores area have resulted in finding numerous amounts of narcotics, both marijuana and methamphetamines. He's been traced to a couple of locations and known to run with a couple of gangs. He is expected to be armed and dangerous. Today we have received a tip of his location that he is up in Pluto Bay, so we're going to go up there. We've got the warrant for his arrest for domestic violence charges as well as trafficking charges. With that being in mind, obviously keep your situational awareness about you. This guy is armed, dangerous, and it will flee from us. He already fled from a crime scene once. So the way it's going to work, we're going to convoy up there. I'll be in the lead. We're just going to take it low, slow, nothing too high profile, no lights, no sirens until we get up close to the area, which then we'll go lights only. But we will shut down again when we get on the house, just because we don't want to spook him. I'm going to be first, you're going to be second. You're going to park a little further up the road just because I don't want them to see you and get spooked and run before we're in position. You're going to be around the backside of the house in case he runs out the backside. I'm going to be in the front. Again, just remember, armed and dangerous, so just keep your wits about you. With that, we're going to go ahead and roll out. So I'm Detective Sergeant Spear of Alaska State Troopers Bureau of Investigations. My job is to oversee the Investigations Division. And what we're doing here today, for the past couple of weeks, we've been conducting a major narcotics investigation in to an individual who lived up in the Grapeseed area with his wife. A couple weeks ago, the troopers were called to a possible domestic situation with the individual. He was nowhere to be found. When troopers arrived on scene, however, his wife was there. She was very badly beaten, ended up going off to hospital, and is now in protective custody and with troopers watching her around the clock. And we have connected Mr. Bears to not only that assault, but to also a narcotics lab in the basement of his home and a couple other areas across the Sandy Shores and Grapeseed area and into Los Santos. So today we're trying to catch him and bring him to justice. Make sure you stay out of the sidelines just so we can keep the element of surprise.
Alright, I'm gonna pull up this next house here and then jump the fence here.
Sounds good. Just let me know when you're in position. We're going all the way down to the towards where that cross street is. Alright, so right now my partner is just covering the back of the house in case he runs out the back, and we're gonna go ahead and get on up to
Alright,
the
I'm
house.
in position.
Roger, I'm about to go up to the front door. Do you have a visual?
Negative.
Roger, I'm gonna go check the side. Be advised, I got him. He's running. Correction, westbound on Procopio Drive. Sir, state trooper, stop! Grabs, cuffs. Cuffs.
Fuck you.
Mr. Tabaris?
Fuck you.
Sir, I'd appreciate if you didn't talk to me that way. Are you Mr. Tabaris?
Fuck you, I don't want to talk.
Alright, sir, at this time you are under arrest for domestic violence and the transportation, production, and distribution of narcotics. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and or will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to have an attorney with you present while being questioned. If you do not have an attorney or can't afford one, an attorney will be provided for you. Do you understand and acknowledge these rights that I've read to you?
Fucking pig.
Alright, sir. Well, come with me. You're going to jail now.
Fuck you.
You can go grab your car, bring it around.
10-4.
Keep going down this way. Before we put you in the vehicle, do you have anything? Do you have any weapons on you? Anything sharp?
Oh.
Sticky? Anything that's going to poke, prod, and or hurt me?
Mm-mm.
Alrighty. Alright, John. Alright, Trooper Evans, go ahead, run him up to the taxman up here, and I will be around to speak with him.
Alright.
Good work, thanks, Trooper. Alright, so today we successfully executed a warrant on a wanted fugitive for domestic assault and multiple narcotics charges.
Channel.
As you saw, he decided to run from us, which we weren't surprised after I announced that the troopers were at the door. We had a trooper stationed at the front and in the back, just in case he ran out the back door, which he did. Had a brief foot pursuit, which then he, I guess he fell off the fence, and then we were able to successfully take him into custody without further incident.